name is Ahmed Bin Madhi. I'm the Chief Investment Officer for Royal Madinah. Royal Madinah is a company fully owned by the Public Investment Fund, and I'm here today to share with you some information about our flagship project, the Royal Madinah project. To start with, our project is located in the holy city of Al Madinah, a city that holds a very special place in the hearts of all Muslims in the world and anyone who is interested in history and culture. Today, the city has a developed market for hospitality, but it's also facing a lot of challenges that we plan to overcome with our project. The project is one of the initiatives of the Vision 2030 programs, and it is aligned with the vision targets, mainly the most important target, which is hosting 30 million visitors or Umrah international visitors by the year 2030, as well as enriching the experience for all the visitors and uplifting the level of services that are provided in the city. If you allow me now, I have a short video to share with you about the project.
The journey home always overflows with happy anticipation. You cannot wait to arrive. Love and peace fill your eyes and your heart feels renewed. Here in Medina, there is a new beginning in the beautiful home of our Prophet. Peace be upon him. A new vision with strong support from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia that brings a new future where all are welcome. Along every street and pathway, you feel the presence of ambitious dreams and pure love. At every scale, every turn, in every detail, you will know what it means to be inspired. People from all over the world will stream to Ro Al Madinah to immerse themselves in this stunning new destination. Its innovative design brings all visitors to Al Madinah safely and comfortably, no matter how they travel. You will find yourself raising your expectations for what is possible in a Medina that is refreshed through a new vision. Every step, you feel the warmth of connecting with family, friends, a world community. There is awe in the feeling that you cannot be any closer to what matters most. With so much to explore and learn and understand, just a few days becomes not enough. Each moment is a discovery. Taste and smell the dates, teas, the spices of abundant celebrations. Feel the soft and comfortable surroundings that embrace our Islamic traditions. Amidst prayer and reflection, relax and enjoy shopping, dining, and cultural moments that enhance special memories. Royal Medina Holding is leading an extraordinary transformation that will enter the world stage as the new Islamic destination of the future. Your journey through the senses in this city should not be just once in a lifetime. The journey to Al Madinah, to the home of our Prophet, peace be upon him, never has to end. In an unforgettable city, Ro Al Madinah is transforming what has been forever into what will be the future.
Thank you for your attention. Royal Medina project comprises 47,000 keys, which is building a city of hotels with all the supporting retail and other asset classes. The project is set to create more than 93,000 jobs by the year 2030, as well as contribute to the GDP or the national economy more than 140 billion Saudi riyals by the year 2030. The capacity of the project is around 150,000 visitors per night. The location of the project is one of the most prime locations globally. It is east of the Prophet's Mosque, which is at the heart of the city. The land of around 1.5 million square meters is engulfing the Prophet's Mosque from the eastern side all the way from the south to the north. It is only 20 minutes drive to the international airport in Medina and less than 10 minutes from the high-speed railway station. The master plan design was based on three main pillars, which is enriching the experience for the visitors, as well as a strong focus on connectivity and mobility, and prioritizing the sustainability and smart solutions. When it comes to enriching the experience, there is going to be an abundance of offering in food and beverage with a lot of cafes and restaurants, which will augment the F&B offering of the hotels in the master plan. There is also a focus on open spaces, green spaces, and things that the current central area in the city is lacking. So when we've designed the master plan, we've learned a lot from the current challenges in the central area and trying to overcome all of these challenges. Shopping experience is also very important in our project. We will have more than 95,000 square meters of leasable area of retail. And also we are trying to activate the public realm in the master plan, be it in the high seasons or the lower seasons. A lot of open areas, as I mentioned, and also seating areas and walkable friendly environment for all the visitors. When it comes to connectivity, there is complete separation between the pedestrian movement and the vehicular movement, and also different types of vehicles will have different routes throughout the master plan. This is to ensure the crowd safety and elevate the experience as well. When it comes to the flow of the pedestrians from the hotels to the Prophet's Mosque and back, we have 5 main pedestrian lanes, which are very wide, varying between 60 and 80 meters width, that will allow seamless access for any visitor in any hotel in the master plan. And the furthest point in the master plan is around 950 meters, while the front row is directly integrated with the piazza of the Prophet's Mosque. There is also different modes of transportation that are integrated in the master plan. And we have a focus on uplifting the arrival experience for all the visitors, be it visitors coming in large groups in coaches from the airport or other sources, or the people arriving in passenger cars or pedestrians. When it comes to sustainability, we're adopting many new technologies and solutions, including district cooling, also automatic waste collection systems and interactive signage and other solutions. We are certified by Mustadam with the Diamond certification, which is the highest certification for any master planned community in Saudi Arabia, which is something or an achievement that we are very proud of. This is an aerial view of our project. As you can see, the project is integrated with the eastern side of the Prophet's Mosque, and you can see the land in the middle there is the graveyard, or Al-Baqi' graveyard, which has historical significance for all the Muslims. And the project enjoys direct views from most of the hotels to the Prophet's Mosque itself and the green dome on the project mosque. We have also developed a strategy for the building height that is respectful of the status of the Prophet's Mosque, or Al-Masjid al-Nabawi, where we have lower heights towards Al-Masjid and higher buildings in the middle of the master plan, going gradually to lower heights to integrate with the urban fabric of the city. When it comes to the planning ratio, it's with a very high percentage for open areas of 63%. It shows that the master plan will provide better quality of living for both the residents and the visitors. We're also adopting a new concept in urban planning, which is the super block, which is an assembly of a group of buildings with a common basement. This helps a lot with the arrival experience, with the crowd safety, and it is actually inspired by the idea of Ahwash, which is an important element of the Medina cultural heritage when it comes to urban units and architecture. The architectural language in the master plan is also inspired by the heritage of Medina, where we have elements like the arches and the mashrabiyas used with a modern touch in the master plan. The color palettes for all the buildings is also based on the dates of Medina, with more than 100 types of dates Medina is known for. And when it comes to the distribution of the colors on the buildings, the closer we are to the Prophet's Mosque, the color of the building is lighter, and it becomes darker as we go far from the Prophet's Mosque, which ensembles the idea of earthly to ethereal, where ethereal is the spiritual world closer to the Prophet's Mosque, and earthly is the materialistic world, where the visitors depart from that site and go into the material world. As you can see from this render, the project enjoys a fantastic location integrated with the piazza of the Prophet's Mosque. Those are our 5-star or luxury hotels, but the master plan includes hotels from all segments. So our distribution is like 70% in the mid-market segment and 30% in the higher segments, where we have the upper upscale and luxury and even ultra-luxury hotels. So in other words, we have a place for everyone. This strategy or distribution of the asset mix was carefully designed based on studying the feeder markets and the income profiles for the potential visitors to the city in the next decades. We have also obtained the help of some historians and specialists to study every corner around the master plan site to identify if there are any locations with historical significance. And the purpose is to document these locations and use those stories as we deliver our services to the guests, so to give them a better enriched cultural experience. When it comes to lighting strategy, also following the same idea, as we get closer to the Prophet's Mosque, the lights are brighter. As we move far from the mosque, it is more dimmed. This is also resembling the status of the Prophet's Mosque or Al-Masjid al-Nabawi, as well as the idea or the name of the city, which is Al-Madinah al-Munawwara, the city of light or the radiant city. And in the end, I just want to say that there is a new dawn rising in Medina, where we treasure all the history and culture of Medina, but at the same time introduce a new paradigm in terms of urban planning. And all of that is to give the visitors a very special, very memorable experience that each visitor will treasure for the rest of their lives. Thank you.
Is that working? Test, 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 test.
Well, that is an amazing project, an amazing vision, which is coming to reality very soon. Let me ask you a couple of things about it, please, Ahmed. How is RAMH planning to operate this master plan, then?
Well, when it comes to operating the master plan with this large inventory of hotel rooms, we're adopting a mixed strategy where we're signing hotel management agreements with some of the international chains, and we have made recently some announcements in the past several months of large-scale deals that we signed with international operators. But also, we are exploring in the lower segments the idea of developing our own operating arm, which will look into franchising maybe some of the international brands, but also creating some of our own brands that should contribute to the local content, which is a very important subject in our agenda. Thank you.
So there are opportunities then for the private sector.
Oh, absolutely. Royal Medina is developing the entire project on its own. When it comes to the opportunities for the private sector, there is opportunities for everyone to help us during the construction period, which will run for several years. Contractors, be it consultants, be it designers, anyone actually in the entire supply chain. We are very much interested to partner with local and international private sector players. There are in the future opportunities also to operate all the retail. As I mentioned earlier, there is around 100,000 square meters of GLA that will be leased out in majority to the private sector. And that represents a great opportunity for SMEs and entrepreneurs also who are going into that sector. There is also, with this kind of large-scale project, we have to think of economies of scale and operational efficiencies, and that creates an opportunity to look into centralized services such as centralized staff accommodation village, maybe, with the large scale that we have, more than 25,000 employees expected to be running the project. Also centralized laundry, industrial scale, centralized warehousing and logistics hub, and partnerships with academies and training institutions. All of these are great opportunities to partner with the private sector.
And obviously it looks fantastic, but that's a rendering. In terms of actual progress at the moment, where are we?
In fact, we have progressed a lot. So the project was announced last year by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, and since that time we have awarded multi-billion real contracts to a number of contractors, mainly focusing on the delivery of the infrastructure for the project. But also we are in very advanced stage when it comes to design of the vertical assets or the hotels. And right now, I believe around 12,000 keys are under advanced stage of design development. And we hit the ground already for the first super block of hotels with the excavation works. And hopefully we will meet our very ambitious deadlines and targets with the great work from all of our colleagues and the great support from our board members, who, by the way, are attending here today. We are very grateful for your support always.